Allah, Allah, Allah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What does Allah Ta'ala want from us? Allah Ta'ala wants from us to have humility in us. It's humility. When a person is humble, then automatically he begins to bow down to Allah. What do you call it's ajizi? Allah Ta'ala got pride in him, that's Allah's pride. وَلَهُ الْكِبْرِيَاءُ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. وَلَهُ الْكِبْرِيَاءُ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. That Allah Ta'ala is always for his pride. No one else can take pride. If anyone has pride in him, in other words, making partner with Allah Ta'ala. Making pride you cannot have. No matter what it is, you cannot have pride. What is the reason for you having pride? Do you have something in you which you have created? That quality that you have in you, that wealth that you have in you, did you bring that wealth in you? The health that you got in you, did you bring that health in you? Everything is been given by someone. And if that person has given that someone to you, then you belong to him, that person. So how much of ajizi you must have in you, humility all the time. And the more humble you become, that's too little. Mawlana Yaqub Nanoti Rahmatullah alayhi, his ustad told him, why have you gone to your so humility so to that level? You got so much humility in you. His ustad told him that. And Haji Abdullah Rahmatullah says, no humility, still more to go. No humility to do. This quality of humility you must have in you to the lowest of the lowest. In other words, you have to be so humble to that extent that if someone have to cause harm to you too, you will not even look at that person's face. Very humble. Humility. Monaqul. Rashid Gongoi Rahmatullah alayhi. What a great person. Yet the time his humility was this kind. The time when he was walking, it was raining and he was having classes. In that rain, all the children took the kitab and ran inside. He took the shoes of the students. He carried the shoes of all the students, and when the students look at that, what level of humility, they were finished. Now you and I, if we have to walk out, we will expect others to carry our shoes. Not other shoes. But here he carried the level of my kuch nahi. I was reading the kitab of Qasim Nanati Rahmatullah alayhi. It so happened that he was offered a very big amount of money. He offered a very big amount. When the money was offered to him, so everyone said, why don't you take it? That amount was very big. He said, that person invited me because he feels that I am fit for that money. But I myself know I am not fit for that money. I am not fit. Just imagine the humility. He was what a great ustad, a great alim. Offered that amount of money, but the time when this is humility, he said that, no, that person offered it because he feels I am fit for that. And we are not fit for anything, we want more figures too. We want all kind of figures we want. But here the man is offered so high money, and that money he is fit for. But in his heart of saying, I am not fit for it. I am not fit for it. So this is what the humility is about. That you must be so humble that you give others opportunity and you forget yours. You serve others. That's why they say the most important thing is learn to serve others. Do not expect others to serve you. Today everyone will serve others. Everyone wants to be served. In a madrasa, the ustads when they walk, they want the student to carry about the kitabs. Whereas Hazratji always would tell us, ye koi baat hai. In these days, the Ustad should carry his own kitab. That's called humility. Don't let others get it. There are so many Ustads, the people, they do not like even you must carry the sandals too. If you carry the sandals, they feel very hurt. One person, when they carried his sandals, the buzurg, he said, Abhi ye chehne champal, the sandal, you have to fit to put on my head. Because you carry that thing now, it's put on my head. Give that man so much status. But when we see people carrying our sandal, we feel very happy about it. But here he said to them that now that you have fit that, I'm not fit to wear it, I put upon my head. So how much respect they should have, that's why Allah gave them so much respect to. Like Junaid Baghdadi rahmatullah alayhi, we all know how he became Junaid Baghdadi. We know about it. We know about it. But we do not know what's the situation of Junaid Baghdadi. What happened to him? When the time when he was told, the time when he was having the wrestling fight, and the time he said something in his ears, the effect that took place, the time when he gave him the match, the king told, how come you lost? He's not a wrestler at all, and you lost. You see, he was a very big wrestler. Very big wrestler. What do you mean by that? He said this much, that you know what he told me? Yes. He told me he's a Sayyid. The moment he told me he's a Sayyid, and immediately I realized this much, I'm not supposed to do Sayyid ka ihtaram bozo. Sayyid ka ihtaram. Today if a person tell you he's a Sayyid, you think that what kind of Sayyid he is now? You're going to ask him 110 questions. Which side, which family you belong to? Which side? It reminds me of an incident that on Buzruk, he asked it, one alim said to him, what kind of Sayyid is? Who said he's a Sayyid? He said, who is a Sayyid? No problem with the Sayyid. He said, no, people know I'm a Sayyid. They call me a Sayyid. When you know that he's a Sayyid, you must not look at what else. You know he's Nabi Karim Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Whether the family or no family, but the moment he is Sayyid, Kabul Kal. You must accept it. Now this person is saying, what kind of Sayyid is he? I don't think he's a Sayyid. That night he went to sleep. Nabi Karim Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in a Maidan Hashar. Everyone coming for water. Everyone coming, they are thirsty. They all asking for water, He's giving to everyone. He also went to Nabi Karim, give me water. He said, who are you? He said, I'm your ummati. He said, give me proof your ummati. When you ask for that person proof you are Sayyid, now you give me proof your ummati. What happened then? Khalas. So Hazrat said, what we got to do with what kind of Sayyid he is, that is between him and Allah Ta'ala. We must make ihtaram of the Sayyid. Just imagine Junaid Baghdadi rahmatullah alayhi, merely just making ihtaram of the Sayyid. To that extent Allah Ta'ala gave him high status. So high as state of Taifa. You call it Sardar, all the Buzruk Sardar is. He just got this. Just imagine by just respect. Then on Allah went on to say that if a Sayyid here makes so much ihtaram of, then of Nabi Karim, the family link, nisbat you call, then that person who makes ihtaram of the qawl, the word of Rasulullah, what can ihtaram Allah make? What kind of Allah Ta'ala respect he give him? He will give him that kind of respect. Now just imagine how much of respect we have. Many people, they read Durood Sharif, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands. You read in the Durood Sharif, but do you understand that what's the effect of the Durood Sharif? Everything got an effect. If you don't do that thing like this, why? It's obvious that person needs Durood because he has got love for Nabi Karim Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. But if he got true love for Nabi Karim Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, what he's supposed to be doing? He's supposed to be bringing every act of Nabi Karim in your life, to show that you're a true muhabbat of this. But if you do not have the true muhabbat of Nabi Karim and you read no matter how much of it, what will the effect is? The effect is nothing. There's no effect at all. Because why? That to you showing that you read Durood Sharif, but the effect of Durood is that my outward to be, I have a beard according to Sunnah. I have a beard according to Sunnah. My clothing of the according to Sunnah. My pants are above the ankles. My walk on Nabi Karim, my talk on Nabi Karim. There's so many times the person using so much of bad language, using so much of Durood Sharif, but he's using vulgar language. Just imagine the same Zaban you take in the name of Nabi Karim, and then the same Zaban you read in vulgar language. What kind of muhabbat is that? Muhabbat is you show it to you that you're not a person. You don't have to broadcast yourself that I'm reading so many Durud Sharif. That is between you and Allah Ta'ala, but your action must show. When you walk to Nabi Karim, you walk with so much humility, no humbleness. You're not arrogant with people. You're very kind with people. Just imagine that person. Aisha radiallahu ta'ala was talking to Nabi Karim, and one person came with a very bad man. I'm giving you this example because we all use this kind of things. He's a very bad man. So Nabi told him, oh Aisha, that person who's coming is not a very good man. He's not a very good man, bad man. But when he came near, Rasulullah was so kind to him, so good to him, that as Aisha told, Ya Rasulullah, you said that he's a bad person. How come he will be so kind to you and so good to him? Say, oh Aisha, if he's bad, I mustn't become bad. We are today, we become bad with people. If someone is bad, we become more worse. Whereas it's supposed to be, you have to be very good to that person. This is a sunnah of Nabi Karim. That whatever you do, what you must try to read Durud Sharif so many times, then that is your duty, that you must bring that quality of Nabi Karim. If that person is bad, we must be even more good to him. You find today brothers and brothers not talking to each other. Oh, I just came now. I just heard an incident, it's very sad to say. Sisters and sisters not talking to one another. But they're reading Durud all the time. They're reading Quran all the time. They're reading Tahajjud Namaz all the time. Men are also doing the same thing, but the effect of it is not there. The effect is this much, that it must be that you must do according to what Nabi said, that who's good to you. We know our best example, Rasulullah. You must know people are all out to kill him, all kind of ransomers for him to kill him, but yet when he came to the forgiveness, he forgave everyone. No. Just imagine, even when he came to Wahshi, he was not a Muslim at that time. At the time when he accepted Islam, Allah forgave all his sins. But he told, oh Wahshi, do not come in front of me. The hurt is there in my heart, that you killed my uncle. That will always come in front of me. But he did not show it to him. And look at the love of Wahshi also. He said, I will not do anything to harm Nabi. I will do everything that will make him happy. He's written a kitab, he never came back to Madinah till Nabi was there. So that is what you call sunnah. You bring sunnah in your life. If you have all the sunnah in your life, what's the benefit? You see, you are taking grudge and revenge on people. He never thought of that. He never thought of that. Even today, if someone causes harm to someone, it happened now, he asks for forgiveness, must forgive him, must forget it. Rasulullah, what a big thing, Nabi forgot it. He never told him. Yes, maybe at certain times you may not want to talk to that person, but you don't keep it at heart. Your heart must be clean, is most important. Today the heart is not clean. You have to be very clean-hearted at all times. That so that if a person reads namaz next to you too, it will not affect you. It will not affect you. Today we read namaz too. If you got an effect with someone, the moment that person comes, you take a U-turn. You go to another side to read namaz. What kind of Islah is that? A salik is he. His heart is completely clean with everyone. If anyone can harm him too, but in return he is the best of the time. So this is what is called when you say Durud Sharif. Reading Durud Sharif, the sunnah of Nabi must come into your life. Then you will show how much love Nabi will have for you. And the love Nabi will have for you, so much to have, so much love when he has. So that is one. The secondly, this is what Hazrat went on to say, that this much, that if nisbat, Junaid Baghdadi got so high status, a person who takes Nabi Qassam's words in your life, everything he brings your life, your eating must be like him, your sleeping must be like him too. Everything must be like him. Then you see what effect it must take place. Everything will affect you. We haven't got that in us. We haven't got that. Sahaba Ikram, just imagine if we make wudu also, if we miss one sunnat also, one nafil, we forget about it. And I just mentioned the other day that the love for Allah Ta'ala increases in you when you do more farz, mustahab, sunnat you are doing it. The more the love become Allah Ta'ala strong in you, the more you concern of now, what must I do that my love must increase Allah Ta'ala. Then even you miss one khilal of the finger too, you will think twice, why I miss Allah. No doubt your namaz will be accepted if a person miss out the khilal of finger. But are you in the special people or among the people of the mass? If you belong to people of the mass, we're not talking of them. We're talking that you put yourself in the special people, then the khilal of finger you missed out, what did you do about it? Look at that great Buzruk, he read that namaz. He read namaz and forgot to make the khilal again. The moment he forgot about it, Hazrat says, when he went off to sleep, immediately after what happened? Slowly, immediately came to realize, he saw Nabi come from a dream and asked him, he says, what happened to your khilal today? What are khilal? Just imagine when Nabi Sallallahu getting a dream of that kind. What happened to khilal? Immediately he realized this much that is something I missed out. And he did not think to himself that no, is one of the dreams. It's okay, I don't have to repeat the namaz. He written a kitab for that one mistake he made. He read 100 rakat nafil namaz daily. Now it's a small thing. Every day, why I miss out this thing? Look at the love. When you have a love for Nabi Karim Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, then you make your duty that you show that you try to become. Why I miss the sunnah? For what I miss out the sunnah? I'm not supposed. Today we have no importance of the sunnah at all. We do not know even how to talk to people. Yeah, just imagine. Hazrat said this. You make durood sharif so much. The effect of durood is not make ghibat at all. You don't make ghibat at all. Let today you find people backbiting so much. Backbiting is something which is rife today. I'll give an example. Backbiting. I was surprised. I was in the kitab, Hazrat Thanvi Rahman says, backbiting, do you know something? When you eat people's house, you cannot say the food was bad. If you say the food was bad, you may give it of the person. We go to people's homes to eat, we say that person there, that there's less salt. Everything means this, that whatever you're saying, say if that person come to know about it, will be happy or not. If you not be happy, that's called ghibat. Now like that you can come to know, you say, hey, that person's house is not right. His house is not right, you spoke to that. What was the reason for you to speak? A person taking the road to Allah Ta'ala is all called futile. He won't get into all those things. Oh, he's not walking straight. Oh, we know Nabi told that Aisha, look at that person, he's short. Oh Aisha, is that not ghibat there? What is trying to show us? Likewise, I was thinking when Hazratji told us, you worried about the world. You worried about the world, what is happening here and there. What are you worried about? That's also ghibat. You're talking of this prime minister and that prime minister. You're talking, is that not ghibat? In other words, trying to show us to protect our tongue. Be conscious all the time. That is the most difficult today. The most difficult thing today is to control your tongue. And we are not controlling our tongue. We are not fail to realize it because there's so much of backbiting. If a person talk of someone to you, immediately you try to increase the talk, not to decrease the talk. So these things must be so very, very important. It is very important. You may think it's a small thing, but if you are small, Maharaj should not mention it. He says, you're reading so much Durood Sharif, then why am I making ghibat? And just imagine, we know, Junaid Baghdadi Rahmatullah alayhi too, we know very well that he was so great. And one day he's walking out of masjid, he saw a person, young person, wearing white clothing, very well built. It just crossed his mind, look at this person, man. It just crossed, so well built, well dressed, he's begging there. But he did not say more than that. He went away from there. At night he goes, you see, when you come close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then Allah ta'ala catches me every way. Because Allah ta'ala does not want to, Allah ta'ala want to make your islah. Allah ta'ala want to make your islah. Immediately comes a dream, he's been given human flesh to eat. Human flesh to eat. He went to say, eat this thing. In a dream, he said, it's haram, how can I eat that thing? He said, what you did haram after Jummah or not? He said, what haram did I do? He said, you spoke bad about that person, thought bad about that person, not spoke bad or thought bad. He said, it just came to mind that I did not say that, is that not ghibat? He said, oh, that's not ghibat. So how conscious a person must be to become his islah is to be conscious of what he says. The fikr must be there. The zikr is always there, but the fikr is not there. Everyone making all kind of zikr, but the fikr not there. The moment someone speaks about someone to you, you think it's a small thing. Al-ghibatu ashaddu min az-zina is not a small thing of hadith of Nabi Karim Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Al-ghibatu ashaddu. Zina, the person performs, he cries, then he cries, Allah Ta'ala, forgive him. But ghibat, backbiting, why did you backbite? And today you must know this much, we haven't got any good deeds. No one can say we got good deeds. Remember, we all are paupers. We all are paupers. We are in only for His mercy. We're trying to increase our ibadat to become close to Allah Ta'ala, not to give our good deeds away. Every day of our life we're giving good deeds away just because of backbiting. You talk about this person, you talk of that person. And worse is slander. Slander is something, Allahumma fazna. Allahumma fazna, slander. We know Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anha's incident when a time when they pointed a finger at her when she was pak. Allah Ta'ala made it very clear that remember, Bohat Azim is a very big slander. Something a person did not do in his life, and you point a finger at that person. So these two sins which you and I think is small, the women are also very part of that thing. And you know what happens? If you tell them, why are you talking about that person? He is not like that. Look at it. Haji Imdadullah rahmatullah alayhi. When that person came and told him, Hazrat, you know that person, he spoke bad about you. You see, he is better than you. He spoke behind me, he spoke in front of me. Just imagine how he told him so nicely. He said, he is better than you. He spoke behind me, he spoke in front of me. Then another person came, that person, you're a kafir. I don't think he said like that. Everything they just shut the person down, not to increase the thing. But we are of this kind that we have taken the road to Allah Ta'ala, but we still commit what? That's why they say, a person may be kept away from zina, he kept away from drinking, he may be kept away from all the wrong thinking, but he hasn't kept away from ghibat. And the ghibat is a worst thing. Because why? He does not take a sin. He does not take that as a sin. Students are talking bad another student. Ask yourself, if I'm a student, my husband said, a student, if he works according to the sunnah his whole life, then he does not have to ask dua to anyone else. His dua is accepted. My husband said that. If a student only know how to live as a student, carry on doing according to every kitab and sunnah according to, then he does not have to ask anyone to make dua. He doesn't make dua, Allah will accept it. So everything is happening to us because we are doing wrong things. We're making ghibat all the time. And the sad part of it is that while we are here in this majlis here, we must make a attempt of making a firm promise to Allah Ta'ala. Ya Allah, let this thing not come into us. Always remember one thing, you must make Allah to make dua to Allah Ta'ala. We are very weak. We are very weak. Do not make it difficult for us. That's what you must make dua, and this Allah. This is what it is. That just imagine. And we got a bad thing. We see anyone just for 1 minute, we see someone doing something wrong, we jump into wrong conclusions. That time you see a person walking with a person, you thinking that that person is walking with the wrong person, or is walking with his own wife.